built by the Crusaders about 900 years ago, or 800 years ago. They didn't like the idea of this stone wall in front of them, so they decided to do some reconstruction or remodeling. Move out of the way just for a second. You can see over here a concrete wall, right here. See this? In order to make it stick to this, today, for instance, you would have to put little niches in it and then you would plaster onto it, correct? Well, they did something else. They took bricks, they put them in niches so that they were parallel, and then they plastered the wall with the bricks coming in horizontally to hold the plaster onto the wall. Makes sense, right?
Like these.
Okay, like these, like you can see over here. So they built up against the retaining wall. This is the retaining wall, which means on the other side of this is hundreds of thousands of tons of earth, landfill, supporting the platform above us. But these two particular stones are really big. I want you all to come down here, and Lois is going to show you something. Okay. Now, what I would like you to do is stand here, face them, and put your arm against the wall. Okay. Everybody move over so that you can see Lois. Stay right where you are. I want you all to see her.
Hi, Lois.
Wow, look at that.
What's he doing?
This is one stone.
Oh, wow. Put your hand back up there.
It's kind of our Vanna White, isn't it?
Okay, that's one stone. It was brought from a rock quarry about 2 miles away from here. So your next question is, how they lifted it? Now don't forget, some of these stones go up 150 feet from ground level. How did they build the retaining walls going around the Temple Mount area? Talk to me.
Water. Sand.
Come on. Water?
Yeah, water.
On logs.
Logs? What about the logs? What are the logs?
They put logs,
Okay.
put logs in these niches, put them on wheels, and moved them in.
Well, you're on the right track. First of all, they cut them in cubes at the rock quarry. They brought them here on rollers. Okay, but now how are you going to start lifting them? Around. First of all, they lowered down all their stones to bedrock below ground, making their foundation. They have their first stone. They place in their second stone. No cement. Probably a very, very thin layer of sand so that they can shimmy them into position. All right? They make a ramp of earth. They roll up the next stone. A ramp of earth. They roll up the next stone. And so what you have is a 150-foot high wall with a mountain of earth like this. They just move the earth away when they finish.
Wow.
How do they move one rock on top of the other?
What's that?
How do they move one rock on top of the other?
It rolled it up with rollers. They just rolled it up. They made a earthen ramp, and they rolled it on rollers, being pulled by oxen. Sometimes, if the stones were not that big, then of course they had a system of levels and pulleys. Now, we're going to be walking in this direction the whole way now. Just over there, you'll see an archway. Once you go into that archway and you take a look at the wall, you'll be standing at a point which would have been the foundation stone of the Holy of Holies. It is the foundation stone of the temple itself. Many rabbis believe that if the Ark of the Covenant was saved and that it was in a chamber underneath the temple itself, it would be just opposite us where we'll be standing in just a moment. Okay? Now, again, you can put a lot of, you can't put a lot of faith in stone. Meaning that you can't call a rock holy. The Jews don't have holy sites. I mean, there's no such thing as something physical being holy. The only thing holy is God. But they feel that there's a presence of God here. That's why the Wailing Wall is called a holy site. If that's the case, the point that you're going to be standing at right now is the holiest spot in the land of Israel, if not the holiest spot in the world, because it's very possible, maybe even probable, that if the Ark of the Covenant still exists, it will be in the point right opposite you in just a moment.